Hey, what's up guys, OSG back with the next installment of Amiga Hidden Gems, and today I'll be tracking down the letter L. I have to start by saying that this is my favourite letter to date. It's uncovered some real belters that I have loved playing and definitely will be revisiting, and hopefully you will find a few new favourites to add to your regular rotation too. Now, a little heads up, some of the games in this list are Polish, but honestly that doesn't matter at all when it comes to the gameplay. You'll see what I mean. So without more delay, let's take a look at the A to Z of Commodore Amiga Hidden Gems, beginning with the letter L. Kicking us off in 10th place we have Les Manley, In Search of the King. This one came out in 1991 and it's accolades attempt at a Leisure Suite Larry style adventure. You play as Les, an awkward but determined tech guy on a bizarre quest to track down the king himself, Elvis. It's a classic parser based point and click adventure with some pretty ambitious animation for its time. There's full screen character animation, which was a big deal back then, and plenty of cheeky humour sprinkled throughout, but not every joke lands and the puzzles can be a bit obscure at times. But if you're into quirky 90s humour and retro adventure games, it's worth giving it a go. Plus, you've got to love a game that kicks off with a bloke entering an Elvis lookalike contest. In 9th place it's Lethal Zone, a lesser known shoot 'em up from 1991. Now this one definitely doesn't reinvent the wheel, but what it does pretty solidly. It's a horizontal scrolling blaster with some really decent visuals and music. You've got a nice variety of enemy waves and the checkpoints are generous enough to keep you from rage quitting too. It's got that classic Amiga try again factor. You die a lot, but you keep coming back. If you like your shooters tough but fair and you don't mind a bit of old school junk, give this one a look. Next up in 8th we've got Loops, which is a puzzle game that came out back in 1990 from Audiogenic. This one's a bit of a sleeper hit. It doesn't really look flashy, but it's seriously addictive. The idea is simple. You get random pieces that you have to place on the board to form closed loops. Sounds easy, right? Well, it's not. The tension really ramps up as the screen fills up, and before you know it, you're 5 loops deep and panicking. There's a 2-player mode too, which adds fun and a competitive twist. Not a lot of bells and whistles here, but the core gameplay loop, pun very much intended, is brilliant. Taking the 7th spot is Legend of the Exploding Fist. Now this one's a bit of a blast from the past. Originally a hit on the C64, the Amiga version came out in 1998 as a homebrew remake by IP Andrews. It's a one-on-one karate game with that classic old school timing based fighting style. Don't come here expecting Street Fighter 2 levels of combos, but if you love precise tactical bouts where one well placed kick can win the match, this is gold. The animations are smooth and the AI can be surprisingly brutal. It has different modes like IK Plus mode and even Royal Rumble, which ends up with loads of fighters on the screen. It's not as good as IK Plus, but definitely worth a look. Sliding into 6th place we have Land of Genesis, a 2001 release that arrived very late in the Amiga's life. It was made by Clearwater Interactive and is a bit of a hidden gem in the run and gun platform category. It's got a real Turrican vibe with colourful AGA graphics, plenty of shooting and levels that sprawl in all directions. The music is solid too and the controls feel tight, which is always key in this kind of game. If you're playing on original hardware though, you'll need a beefy setup, but it runs great on emulators. And if you're into fast-paced action with a bit of exploration, it's one of the better late-period Amiga releases out there. Now, in 5th, we've got Conquest of the Longbo, The Legend of Robin Hood, one of Sierra's most overlooked adventures from 1992. Designed by Chrissy Marks, this is a rich, story-driven experience that really draws you into the world of Sherwood Forest. It's got multiple paths, different endings, and some clever puzzles that actually make sense. Well, mostly. The hand-painted background still looks stunning, and the attention to historical detail adds a layer of depth. It's not a laugh a minute like some Sierra games, but if you enjoy immersive storytelling and smart design, this one's a real treasure. Coming in 4th place we have Lethal Formula. Now this one's a bit of an oddity, but a good one. Made in 1995 by Ditto Software, it's a short but surprisingly polished isometric adventure with some light puzzle elements. The graphics are crisp, there's a great little synth soundtrack that really sticks in your head, and while not a long game, you can finish it in about half an hour, it leaves a strong impression. It actually feels like a bit of a proof of concept that should have been expanded into a full-blown game, but what's there is definitely worth experiencing. Taking 3rd place we have The Last Soldier, a 1994 release from a Polish developer, Mirage Media. This is a multi-directional platform shooter where you've dropped into enemy territory and have to survive wave after wave of attacks. It's got a bit of a DIY feel, like someone's passion project with big ambitions, but it's really good. The game is entirely in Polish, but it really doesn't matter. You'll figure out in minutes because it's all about action and reflexes. It's tough, it's raw, and it's full of charm. If you like your Amiga games a bit rough around the edges but bursting with heart, this one's for you. In 2nd place we have Leani, another game that not a lot of people will have played, but those who have tend to rave about it. Released in 1992 by Bohira Software, it's a puzzle game that really makes you think. You control the little characters that all have their special abilities, trying to escape the screen to their own special exit. It's got a lovely lo-fi visual style and the puzzles are so clever. It's one of those games that you'll be staring at the screen thinking there's no way to solve this, and then suddenly the solution clicks, hugely satisfying. And finally, taking the crown in 1st place is Lost in Mine, also by a Polish developer, Marksoft, released in 1995. This is hands down one of the best puzzle platformers I've played on the Amiga. You control a little miner, navigating underground mazes, dodging traps, flipping switches, and solving some seriously fiendish puzzles. The level design is tight, the controls are spot on, and the soundtrack is an absolute banger. It's all in Polish, but you won't even notice. Everything is intuitive. You'll just dive in and start playing. Honestly, this could have been a commercial hit if it had been better known. If you try one game on this list, make sure it's this one. And that wraps it up for letter L. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I've missed, or if you played any of these games and completely disagree with my ranking. If you enjoyed the video, you know the drill, smash the like button, hit subscribe and share with your retro loving mates. And of course, if you want to support the channel, jump over to Patreon. Even just $1 helps keep these videos coming, and you'll get perks like video requests, your name in the Amiga crack drawer, giveaways and your name in the end credits, just like these legends scrolling up the screen right now. Till next time, this is OSG signing out.